Hey guys, we had another trivia episode that we never uploaded. We recorded this shortly after we finished Edgedancer, and I just simply forgot to upload it to YouTube, so I apologize about that. And here it is. Welcome back to Following Noadon, a Stormlight podcast. This week is, or I guess this is a bonus episode of Stormlight Trivia, and we are going to be throwing Eliot and Paul pretty much in the deep end here. As we're recording this, we've been in Warbreaker for the last month and a half or so, and then Edgedancer recently. So we've been away from Roshar for a little bit, and this trivia is taken from the Wave Kings and Words of Radiance. So if you're worried about spoilers, there's no Oathbringer or Rhythm of War or Dawn Shard content in here, so it's through the end of Words of Radiance. Eliot, how are you real quick before we get into this? And Paul? You're ready for that. Paul, how are you?
I am ready to get hurt again.
You did get thoroughly whipped last time. I will not sugarcoat it. Eliot definitely had to, but now you've got no pressure. You're the underdog here, and you can take the from behind win. So we got you.
And my brain is full of Warbreaker trivia, so I feel like we're on pretty even footing for this one.
Hopefully, yeah. There we go.
All right, for a reminder for you guys and for our audience, the rules here are going to be: I'm going to present you with a question, and I will have multiple choice prepared, but I will not present it unless you both agree that you want it. So if one of you thinks that you have it, you can deny the other of the multiple choice if they want it. Is that clear for you?
Got it.
Yes.
There's 1 point per question unless otherwise stated. All right. Question 1. According to Dalinar, what color is Parshendy blood?
It's definitely one of two colors, which means I know I don't need your multiple choice because I'm sure they would both be on there.
True? Let me know when you're ready.
It's all about answering with confidence. Right, I'm going to this confidently.
I believe in you, Paul.
My heart's gonna get shattered, but I'm ready.
I'm glad you're confident because I'm not.
All right. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Okay. We have gray spelled with an E and an orange. To this day, I still don't know how gray is spelled correctly. If it's an E or an A, I still don't know.
I never thought about it until you said that. I just instinctively.
I think they're both acceptable.
The correct answer is orange.
Aye.
So, Eliot, you are off to an early lead. Well done.
Well done.
Yes, the blood is described as orange a couple times in the Way of Kings, and I think maybe only once in Words of Radiance. But yes, Dalinar describes it as orange.
For some reason, I thought it was purple. I almost wrote down purple. I have no idea why, but
I felt the same thing. We should have both done it.
All right, for question 2, there's no multiple choice, but that's because I'm going to be giving it to you straight off. Which of the following city or country is not on Roshar? Eliot, don't look at your map. Paul, don't look at your map. Is it A, Dalinar, and I can spell any of these that you'd like. B, Isla. C, Ral Elurim. D, Phaedrex City. E, Marabethia.
So which one is not?
Which one is not on Roshar? There's one correct answer.
I'm not writing. I'm just writing my letter. Answer.
Elliot is locked in with confidence.
I'm red. Oh, zero confidence, but I am locked in.
I've got full confidence. There's no way I'm wrong.
All right, reveal 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we have A, Dalinar, and D, Phaedrex City. The correct answer is D, Phaedrex City.
Oh,
Paul is correct.
Uh,
So if you want to look at your map, Elliot, both Dalinar and Isla are on there. They have not been referenced in the books, but they are on there.
I remembered
Yep.
when you said them. Isla was the one I remembered immediately on the map, and Eleanor I was 50% sure on.
I thought you were trying to be sneaky because Eleanor sounds like a lot of the other cities we've heard of, like Kolinar. I think there's other ones too. So I thought you were trying to be dirty and sneak in one that sounded like Roshar City, but it wasn't. But no, Paul got that one.
Well, I was sneaky in that Thalen City is on Roshar. Phaedrex City is not. So, all right, 1-1. Nice job, guys. Question 3. What is a lurg?
If that's any idea of entertaining multiple choice on this one, Elliot? If not, that's fine. I have a guess, but
I also have a guess, but I would not mind some multiple choice to make me feel better about my guess.
You said what is a lurg, right?
What is a lurg? L-U-R-G.
I'll definitely go for some multiple choice if you're willing, Paul.
Okay, I think my guess would be pretty funny, but I don't think it would be right. So I'm done for multiple choice.
Just don't erase it and then write what you think afterwards,
Okay.
and you can share with the class. All right, A slang term for Herdazians. B, a small amphibian. C, a creature in the Reshi Islands as big as an island. Or D, a slang term used for bridgemen carrying water.
Yeah, my guess would have been way wrong.
I'm slightly confident on this one because I think this was actually mentioned once in, or at least this name was used once in Edgedancer, which we just read.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
All right, let's go ahead and reveal 3, 2, 1.
So the top was my fake. That was my initial.
A crab fox, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you went for B, a small amphibian, and both of you are correct. In the chapter Cocoons in the Way of Kings, Caledon and his little brother Tien go cocoon hunting. They pour water on top of these frogs that are in cocoons, and the frogs think it's a high storm, so they come out of their cocoons, and then they catch them.
Yeah, I remembered, we have these like axe hounds and things. It's like a crab dog and a crab
It's always a crab
horse
something.
and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, this was a smaller crab thing, but like a crab fox. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was my guess, but
All right. 2-2. Question 4. You guys are going to hate this question, just for the record.
Oh dear.
okay,
Oh,
good.
dear.
Question 4. How many bridge runs does Caledon go on during Caledon point of view chapters?
You're right.
What?
You were right. Okay, how many bridge runs does Caledon go on in Caledon point of view chapters?
Correct. So not specifically, you have to watch the bridge run with Caledon. It can't be like we just got back from a bridge run, or Dalinar saying, oh, those bridge runners are going on a bridge run. It has to be Caledon talking to you, or in a Caledon perspective, on a bridge run.
And these are Caledon as a bridgemen, so like
I didn't say that.
Okay. Okay. Well, I could completely make up a number, but
I do have multiple choice.
Paul, any interest in a list of numbers to pick from?
I don't want to because
Let's do it.
I'm gonna veto it. I'm gonna veto it. So
All right.
we don't get multiple choice.
Paul
And
uses his veto power.
He'd rather educated guess.
He'd rather take his 1 in 20 chance as opposed to his 1 in 4 chance.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, I got it. I'm ready.
I am also ready.
All right. Reveal in 3, 2, 1. Okay. We have 4 and 6. Both of you would have benefited from the multiple choice because the multiple choice are 7, 8, and 9, and 10. So the correct answer is 10. You watch Caledon go on 10 bridge runs in the Way of Kings.
Okay.
It's actually 12, but Caledon point of view chapters is 10.
Okay. I was trying to think through them. I was like, okay, there's this first one was very notable. Obviously, the ones where he kind of knows his Surge Binding and all this stuff, and yeah, okay, I was a little off, but I don't know if 7, 8, 9, and 10 would have helped me get it right.
There's definitely like 4 like really pivotal ones. Like
Right.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. But then I was realizing no, there was like a bunch of other ones where not much happens, but clearly more than I thought there was.
There are several where it's just like a conversation between him and Moash, or like him and Rock, but they are on a bridge run at the time.
Okay.
Question 5. Who do the people that Darethil meets call themselves?
I remember the ship that Darethil sails on.
I feel like that was a question in our previous Stormlight trivia. I could be wrong, but I feel like it was.
Maybe.
I am down for multiple choice.
Yeah, I'm on a blank over here. Let's get some options.
All right.
Yeah. This is a tough one.
Is it A, Aeamians, B, Uvara, C, Yazish, or D, Yule?
I thought having options was going to help.
It didn't help as much as I hoped it would, but I do have an answer.
Sure.
Alrighty.
And I'm fully confident that I...
Sounds good. Let's go for it. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Both of you, okay, went for C, Yazish. Both of you spelled it incorrectly, but that's fine. It's Yezish. And both of you are incorrect.
Yeah.
It is the Uvara, the people of the Great Abyss, is what they call themselves. So, yes, both of you are incorrect there. I believe we're still at 2 apiece.
Was it bad if I didn't know who Darethil was or couldn't remember?
Yes.
That's what I knew.
I'm personally offended that you don't know who Darethil is. It's my favorite chapter.
I was trying to remember.
He's the captain of the Wander Sail, where Wit tells Kaladin of the Wander Sail.
Okay. I was torn between that and the guy that What's-Her-Face goes with whenever there's the big... They're in the sea and they go meet those people who like feed you to
the
big whatever,
the Reshi Islands
yes,
merchant guy.
It's a really long interlude. Yeah, I was thinking that may have been Darethil for whatever reason, but anyways,
what's her name? I don't remember her name.
I was trying to remember.
Starts with Risen. Risen is her name.
Risen, yeah.
Alrighty. Question 6. What is Adalyn's calling?
Oh, I definitely should know this.
His calling?
His calling in the church. Everybody, all the Alethi have a calling.
I'm
If it helps you at all, Shalon says art.
I have a guess. I have one singular guess. If we want to do that, or if not, we can do multiple choice, Elliot. I will leave that one up to you.
I can think of a couple possibilities. I think I'm ready to just go for it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, reveal.
It says dueling.
I see that.
I did eat you. Dueling.
I was hoping it was a W. Both of you are correct.
Okay.
Both of you are correct. Adalyn's calling is dueling. My multiple choices were going to be dueling, honor, leadership, and tactics. Were going to be my multiple choice.
I knew if I asked for multiple choices, it's probably going to confuse me more because I'd be like, that would make sense. It's
I was actually torn between
training.
Yeah, I was thinking of leadership too because I felt like Adalyn resists his calling, which he loves dueling, but I think leadership is Dalinar's calling, right?
Correct.
So, yeah. All right.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
We got it.
I believe we're 3 apiece. Might be 4 apiece.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're 3 apiece.
I guess it's 3.
I think
right?
3. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Still anyone's game here.
Mm-hmm.
Question 7. What title does Zeth call Dalinar in the closing chapters of Words of Radiance?
I don't know.
Down for multiple choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some of that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Multiple choice for question 7. A, Son of Honor. B, High Prince. C, Tyrant. Or D, Stonewalker. All right. All right, both of you ready?
Sure.
All right, 3, 2, 1, reveal. We have Son of Honor and Stonewalker. The correct answer is Stonewalker. Eliot is correct. So Zeth sees it as sacrilegious to walk on stone. He hates himself for walking on stone throughout all of these books. And he yells that at Dalinar as he's approaching him in the rain. What I'm owed will come to me eventually, Stonewalker. When Dalinar's like, if it's about pay, I can pay off your ransom on my head or whatever it is. And Zeth just starts screaming at him and calls him Stonewalker.
We still don't really know why the Shin revere stone so much. We know that they do, and there was that interlude where we saw them. They prize soul casted stuff, right?
Right.
But still wondering why.
All right, Elliot's leading 4-3, I believe. Question 8. Which quote is not in Words of Radiance? Why hasn't anyone killed him yet? Dumb luck, Wit said. In that I'm lucky, you're also dumb. B. Do not let your assumptions about a culture block your ability to perceive the individual. C. I ain't grouchy. I just have a low threshold for stupidity. Or D. A man can only stumble for so long before he either falls or stands up straight. Are we ready?
Okay, I think I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay. We have A. Why hasn't anyone killed him yet? Dumb luck, Wit said. In that I'm lucky, you're also dumb. And D. A man can only stumble for so long before he either falls or stands up straight. The correct answer is D. Paul, you are correct. That quote is from the Well of Ascension, which is the second book in Mistborn.
I didn't recognize that D one. It didn't sound familiar, but I could have sworn that the A one was from Way of Kings and not Words of.
I got kind of lucky because I was debating.
Here's the snag with that one, Elliot, is you're thinking that Sadeas is saying that about Wit. It's actually Amaram who is saying that about Wit. Amaram arrives at the Shattered Plains, looks at Wit and said, "Why hasn't anyone killed him yet?"
I will, not to discredit to my incredible knowledge of the Stormlight Archive and all of its quotes, but I kind of misheard the A1, and I was thinking, like, why hasn't anyone killed him yet? And I was like, oh, that's when they're talking about... I was thinking of the duel scene where Adalyn's super outnumbered and he's going back.
Yeah.
And I was like, someone's whispered, why hasn't anyone killed him yet? Not thinking about Wit, which I caught the first time, so... Anyways, A was my second guess. And I kind of eliminated it unnecessarily. Right. But anyways.
4-4.
I think.
We have 2 questions remaining. There are multiple points available for these last 2 questions.
These are the worst.
All right. Question 9. Name all 10 orders of Knights Radiant. 1 point each. Paul's searching for that last one, I can tell.
Exactly right. I know it's going to hit me like a truck.
Yeah,
right after.
It's definitely going to be one of those, of course.
Oh my gosh. This is the worst.
Have any of the fans out there come up with some crazy acronym for all of these?
Oh, I'm sure there's one somewhere.
Might be able to come up with something.
I feel like there's not enough there's a couple E's, I guess.
It'd be tough.
I was gonna say there's not enough vowels for a good acronym, but there's a couple E's, so you could make it work.
I don't know.
All right, okay. Before you guys reveal, Elliot, how many names do you have on your board?
I have 10.
Paul,
I have 8.
Okay.
I have 2 that I cannot remember.
All right, go ahead and reveal, both of you. Alrighty, I'm assuming we both have
Bondsmith.
We both have Windrunners, Skybreakers, Edgedancers, Elsecallers, Lightweavers, Truthwatchers, Stone Wards, Dustbringers, Willshapers is what Paul is missing, and Bondsmith is that's what Paul is missing.
Bondsmith was the one that I spent probably the majority of my time trying to remember what it was called.
Yeah,
I would have probably just missed Willshaper. I didn't remember that one for whatever reason.
Willshaper I would have struggled to come up with, I think, if we hadn't just mentioned it in our recording recently.
So I would, if you had asked me, I would have had trouble coming up with Dustbringers. I always forget about Dustbringers.
Really? That seems like I would put it like 4th on the list.
Fair enough.
Like 4th or 5th, like easy to remember. It's like, Windrunners and Skybreakers because y'all are, honestly, and then like Lightweaver, Edgedancer, Dustbringer. We haven't met any, but it's been a very menacing thought in my mind. So anyways, yeah.
All right, so whatever this is, whatever that point's turned into, Paul's now trailing by 2 because you guys were tied going into that last one. Question 10. There are... Actually, I'm not going to say how many points there are available at this one because that's a clue. Name all known Parshendy forms. 1 point each.
Is it like, so I think I have other ones that I can think of. But there was like 2 that I was like 85% sure I have the right specific word for it.
If you have the concept, I will give it to you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That is time. Just out of curiosity, Elliot, how many words do you have on your board besides the word form?
I have 6.
Okay. Paul?
I have 7, but one I'm not confident in.
Okay. So there are 7 correct answers to this. So far we're proving my theory here. Go ahead and reveal in 3, 2, 1. We'll go through these. All right.
You're missing an obvious one.
I'll go through Elliot first. We have dull form, correct. War form is correct. Storm form, nimble form, work form, and mate form. It's all correct. Paul, do you have...
Mine may be hard.
You have mate form, storm form, combat form, which war form I'll give you. Dull form. What is after dull form?
So I said this was one that I wasn't sure. I said listen or attention form.
Okay.
Like that was the one that I was mostly asking about. Then after that I had work form and then art or creative form. I remember they had like a.
All right.
One of our little Parshendy guys.
I'm giving you 5 points. I think. Yes, 5 points. I'll give you combat form. I'm not giving you art form or whatever the other
form.
Yeah, listen form. Elliot, you have 6, and all 6 are correct. Okay. So back to
form. This one I did not remember.
Back to what you said, Paul. The art form is one they're specifically missing, and they know it, and so they have to use nimble form instead because it allows them to be a little bit more precise, and so they could use nimble form for art, which is why they're also bad at it. So they don't have art form. The one that you are both missing that has been mentioned is envoy form, and hold on, let me. Venli uses it as she's reading, as she's studying, and she's one of the only Parshendy that use it as envoy form.
Interesting. Yeah,
pretty sure you just made that up 10 minutes
ago. I think so. That definitely hasn't ever been said before.
It has. Trust me. All right. So with that, Elliot wins. He wins by 3 points. I don't know what your final score is here, though. It's 4 plus
7 to 4. If it's a lack of, if it's you're only counting the difference, right?
Right.
If he just gained 2 points, if not, then it's like, I don't know, it's 20 to 17 or something.
Right. Something like that. Yeah. All right. Well,
close. Very close.
This was fun. One of these times, one of you guys is gonna have to make a quiz and quiz me and the other person. We'll see how good I actually am on the fly as opposed to doing all my studying.
True. Yeah, every time we have to make a list, that's when I falter. I just.
We'll get Tim back on here. He's supposed to be an expert on this, and we'll quiz you guys.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good idea. We can come up with a good one.
All right. Well, this has been fun. Thanks for doing this with me, guys, and we'll see you guys next time. Elliot's up 2-0, so we'll see how it goes.
I think I did a lot better this time. I was actually proud of my performance tonight.
I was proud of you too, Paul.
That was close. I got lucky on a few of those, so well played.